2 o'clock. What is it? Thursday? I think it's Thursday. I think I'm just gonna do a 2-hour walk. Do this, I do have some shit in my head, but you know, I'll get it out. Let's see, you did that terrible David joke, which, I don't know, it's hard to know, you know, is the joke good or not. What else you got? What are those pies called? You bring your notebook? I think you wrote down like 3 or 4 sentences. They're not good. Like I was looking at them and I was like, you know, if like you got arrested, they're like, what does that mean? You'd have to explain 2 words, and then the 2 words are supposed to be like a paragraph or 2 of jokes. But they kind of look bad, right? I'll have to find a light and look at them. Oh, fuck. Whatever. I keep wanting to say cream pies, but it's not cream pies. What are the Nation of Islams? They sell the bean pies. They sell bean pies. They don't sell cream pies. Fucking Nation of Islam. Bean pies and cream pies. Could be worse. What is it, 2:11? 2:05 and 50 seconds. How many hard drive spaces? It says I have 29.4. So that's a lot of hard drive spaces. These things end up being like a gig or 2. Maybe 3 at most. So it's not that bad. Yeah, get on the other side, buddy. You're gonna get arrested. The residential areas are a little safer. Nope. You listen to Push It. You did listen to Push It is a good song, actually. I forgot. I'm always fascinated by that lyric. Rest your trigger on my finger. That one I always thought that was a cool lyric. What does that mean? I don't know. It's a codependent relationship sort of lyric, you know. I don't know. There was no joke in there. That was just... Made a lava lamp. What is it? Lava lamp. Civet AI picture. That was pretty fucking tight, man. That was some tight shit. Oh my god, look at those fucking... Oh, I thought that was clouds. It's a tree. I thought it was fucking clouds for a second. That'd have been fucking dope. Clouds, if that was... Clouds. But no, the clouds are kind of boring. Yeah. I was all excited. I thought that was clouds. Little doggy. Yeah, they're okay clouds. They're not great, but they're okay. Yeah. Okay, so, okay, you got a light up. Where's the light? What do you get? You get bean pies? I don't know, I'm not in the mood. I gotta get myself in the mood. Yeah, I was thinking about you know, maybe I should try and do like 2-minute jokes, but I don't know. I don't really. The whole problem with like a 2-minute joke is it ruins the whole point of a joke. The whole point. Jokes are not 2-minute things. They're 3, 4 hour. They're 10-hour. A joke should be a 10-hour joke, a 20-hour joke. You know, that's how a joke should work. I'm tired of these 1 minute jokes, these 30-second jokes. Who wants to hear a fucking 30-second joke? I want to hear a 17, 24, 158. Oh man. I want to hear a nice long joke. That's not really that funny. Here's a light. You have your note. God dang it, I'm wearing like basketball shorts or something. They keep sagging. I'm gonna have to tie them tighter or something. Let me see what I got here. If I can put my phone down on this thing. Am I breaking a rule by putting my phone on this thing? I hope not. Let me see. Let me tie these fuckers up. Tighter. They were tied, but they weren't tight enough. Oh yeah, get that tight. They're still gonna sag. Shit. When you write down? Yeah, that's the cool thing about writing things down. You can remember stuff you forgot. I got KKK. Oh, I got KLK and Cagney and Hemingway, and I got whores, murder. Frank Luntz. That's if you were gonna do a 2-minute joke, you could do a Frank Luntz joke. Popsicle? What the fuck was a gnashing of teeth? Iris? Oh, that was the name of that one lady. One flaw, Munchausen by proxy. Yeah, that was a good joke. Bean pies. Yeah, the insane ramblings of an insane person. I've met you before. There's one. So you want to cut over early? Follow the rules. Walk on the left. Right from. Oh man, is it raining? It's raining a little bit. Ah, it's sprinkling. Ah. You gonna turn around? Pussy. Is it raining hard enough to stop? I don't know. I'm trying to think if I walk this or not now. You could walk a little bit. Oh man. You just have to stay within like half a mile maybe. I don't think it's gonna rain. Maybe it'll rain. Maybe I'm hallucinating little drop. That'd be kind of funny. There was no rain. It's not that rainy. I hallucinated droplets? Where the fuck did they come from then? You had so much energy like 7 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. I had so much energy, and now I'm all calm. Shit, this is not fun. Where'd all that anger and funness go? Now it's fake calmness and give me my rage back. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a cage. I'm a guy who sells cages. I'm a cage seller. You want to buy a cage? I sell cages. I sell rat cages. I sell dog cages, mice cages, hamster cages. Would you like to know more? No. That was not that good. Okay, what do you got now? Nothing. Nothing really. I gotta get myself in the mood, man. You can't always do every joke at every time. You gotta be in the mood, you know. Not in the mood now. God damn it. Insane ramblings of a little notepad of just random scribbles. Maybe I'll get there eventually. What are you, a bus? A truck? Okay, you're a dumpster trucky thing. Trash truck? Trash truck. Haley? A Quinn Crow? Huh. Okay, so always practice this. It's am I free to leave? You always gotta before you go out, every time before you go out, you gotta practice this. Am I free to leave? Am I free to leave? Always practice that before you go out. You gotta do. It's like a stretch. You gotta stretch. Am I free to leave? Am I free to leave? Okay, there. You gotta get yourself in the right mood. Remember, you're the bad guy. You're the bad guy of the story here. Remember? Got to get yourself in the right mood, you know. Got to get them demons going through your blood, you know. Got to get that. What is the devil in Islam called? I don't know. I got to get them phaetons coursing through my blood. Got to get them demons coursing through my blood. Got to get them, you know, all the different, whatever the pejorative term is for each group of peoples and ideas and stuff. What is I had to Google something today. I had to Google, Google now has AI, and I was like, right-wing term for moral degeneracy. There's a term for it, and it didn't give me the answer, and then it was like, I was like Nazi, and then I put Nazi at the end, and it gave me it. And there's a term for it. It's called degenerate. Yeah, so degenerate is that's normally a right-wing term. Yeah, so kind of a cool word to know. Degeneracy. Degenerate. I gotta get that degeneracy going through my blood. I gotta get those microaggressions coursing through my blood. I'm trying to channel Yakub right now. I'm praying to Yakub. Dear Yakub, give me some of that Yakub energy. Dear Yakub. Dear microaggressions. Dear Satan. Beelzebub. Dear. But I'm praying to all the negative gods. I'm not just praying to the devil one, you know, also, you know, Yakub. Bean pies. I gotta get all the bean pies out of me, because the bean pies cleanse you of Yakub, right? I don't think that's how it works, but it's a fun idea. Gotta get that rage going first before you can do the jokes, man. Let's see, how do I get some rage in me? Get some rage. Get some rage. Oh, man. I'm not angry about anything. Now I can't do my good jokes. Do I have any, like, childish jokes that are less angry? Damn it. That's angry. That's angry. That's angry. I don't remember. Oh, gnashing of teeth. That was one about, that's angry. Damn it. I don't have any good, I got strobe, Stairway to Heaven. That's a stupid joke. I once saw, there's a YouTube video. There's a band called Dead Mau, and they have a song called Strobe, and someone wrote on the comments, Strobe is the Stairway to Heaven of this generation. And my joke, you know, I was like, okay, you know, maybe Stairway to Heaven was never really that good of a song. You know, and that's not that good of a joke. In all honesty, Stairway to Heaven was not that good of a song. Strobe's okay. It's not great. You know, it's not that good of a joke. I apologize. Still trying to. There was a cop car. He's gonna circle around. Yeah, cops can get me raged out. I'll get rage. I can get some rage off that. There's a Bill Hicks. I've never seen the movie Shane, okay? But there's a movie called Shane in the 60s. It's a Western. And in the movie Shane, the bad guy, he throws a pistol on the ground and he tells this person, pick up the pistol. And he's like, and then this other guy's like, I don't want to pick up the pistol. And the bad guy's like, pick up the pistol. So you got to be careful. You know, you got to watch out for, sometimes the bad people, what they'll do is they'll throw a pistol on the ground because they want to shoot you. So you got to be careful around them cops. They'll try and provoke you. They'll try and get you a little angry. They'll try and upset you. So always remember them. I've never seen the movie Shane, but you know, it's a good moral to remember, you know. Keep collected. Don't pick up the pistol. I don't have a pistol on me, but, you know, I don't think I've ever, you know. Yeah, so here was the joke I was doing earlier. It was 1v1. I think I could take most people in this world. Not like take them, but I could at least go a minute or two. Now, with a cop has a gun. He could double tap me, and I'd be on the ground in like 5 seconds. But minus the gun, I could probably go. Now, they probably teach them neck magic. They know neck magic, but still, you know, as long as you protect your neck, I could at least last 30 seconds maybe. You know, minus the gun, it would be like a 3-second double tap. It'd be him shooting twice, me on the ground. You know, him hitting me twice and me on the ground in 3 seconds probably. But, you know, minus the gun, or the pepper spray, or the taser, or the, you know, but just 1v1 minus weapons, you know, I could at least last 30 seconds, I think. So, minus neck magic, which is what I call jujitsu, but, you know, that wasn't the point. The point was the joke. There's a good joke in here. The joke is, you know, humans 1v1 are not that bad. I've never met a human being that wasn't like, you know, I can handle people 1v1, but, you know, once you get into, there's a term called a group of sticks. You know about groups of sticks, right? You know, a group of sticks tied together. They call it a certain word. I can't remember the word off the top of my head. I'm not good at remembering words. Sometimes I forget words. There's a term. It's a bundle of sticks. You know, like you have like the Black Panthers. I'm not scared of most black people 1v1, but you get like 5-10 black guys together, and they're in the Black Panthers or the Nation of Islam or something. They trying to force some fucking, you know, some bean pie down my throat. You know, I get a little worried, you know. You know, it's you gotta be careful with that shit. You get you know, I'm not scared of most Mexicans, but, you know, you get 3, 5, 10 Mexicans all throwing up some sort of, they've got multiple sclerosis or something. It's a gang of Mexicans with multiple MS or something. There's 13 of them. There's 13 Mexicans with multiple sclerosis or something. I don't know. I don't understand the gangs these days. I'll tell you, the gangs are complicated. So, or then you got, you know, like I'm not scared of most white people, but, you know, you got them KKKers and stuff. You get one KKK guy ain't that bad, but you get a couple of them. They probably become a little scary. You know, you got, you know, you just name a group. You got, you know, people ain't that bad, but once they get in groups, you know, you got to worry about them. You know, I'm not a big fan of them bundles of sticks, you know what I mean? So, okay. It's a bundle of sticks. Yeah, I'm not in the mood still. I'm still not that angry enough to, because the punchline in my head is a little better, but whatever. What else you got? Nothing, man. Not as... Okay, I'm back to calm, I guess, so I don't have any good jokes. The angrier I get, the better my jokes actually become. Which is kind of it's a catch-22, because on the one hand, you don't want people angry, but on the other hand, I do have a better sense of humor when I'm angry, probably. You know, it's a creativity thing, you know? Isn't there that story of, like, the animal, the tears of the certain animal are golden or diamond or something? a scary thought. That's a negative one. The punchline is, look, I'm not saying that cops and the Black Panthers and the KKK and the NAACP and the Democrats and the Republicans, I'm not saying that they're faggots. I'm just implying it. That's the punchline, so. Funny. I like that. Yeah, not really. What are you, a bag on the street? Still some more gang signs out here. 84. I wonder what that fucking means. The Gang of 84. What sort of bag are you? Bag of queer. What are you? You're 82. The next one will be 70 something? 76. 72. 70. 68. 81. And this one's brought to you by Jack's. Yeah, I don't think I've walked over here actually. This is, yeah, okay. It's not that different. It's the same, but it's different. You know, it's like everything in life. It's the same, but it's different. What are you? You're heavy. You're roofing. Voltage above, high voltage above. I wonder what that means. Okay. You should have looked up heights of the different leaders. That would have. You did like no research for this shit. God damn it. You gotta do more research. 79. The farther I walk, the farther back in time I go. Now I'm in 1979. I don't know what happened then. Was that Carter? Probably Carter. Last year of Carter, maybe? 76 to 80, 80 to 88, 88 to 92. 78. Still Carter. Fucking Carter. You gotta be careful about that oil shit. You know, people go to war for oil. Japan went to war for oil because, you know, America stopped giving them oil. You know, Carter got unelected because of oil. You know, because the Saudis are like, fuck you, we ain't giving you no more oil. And they had big lines. You know, you gotta be careful about that oil. 77. That's still Carter, right? 76. We'll get to Nixon eventually, or Ford. I wonder what year was Nixon actually impeached? Was it the second or third year of his second term? I need to look that up. That'd be fun to know. 76. He got elected with like his second election was like he got really good numbers, and then Then Watergate broke. Because he won every state but one, I think. He painted the map red. Why are the Republicans red? Aren't the Reds supposed to be like the communists? I don't like that Nixon fella. He paints the map red. 75? You Republicans and Democrats, you should switch colors, because the Democrats should be red, right? They're the commies. And then the Republicans are the... Well, red-blooded? I don't know. People are ingrained in it now. Now, people have lost track of reality. They haven't realized, red is supposed to be the communist color, but for some reason, they just got used to it, I guess. So it's too late to change it now. If we go back in time, maybe change the colors a little bit. Man, it's so quiet. I love this shit. I swear to God, it's hard. It's almost hard to be angry when it's this quiet. It's almost nice. It's almost nice. Almost. Hmm. $72? I think that joke kind of fizzled out, the using time. He's going back in time. And then it goes like 1,000. Now I'm at 1,000. Well, okay, what happened to all the... I thought we were doing like I only know history. Like, I know American history pretty well. Don't really know the rest of it. 1776. Before that, I got like 5 or 10 dates, But from 1776, I could probably guess most of the presidents. I could guess 3/4 of them. That's kind of lame. There were hundreds, thousands of kings. I don't know any of them. I'm not really pro-king. So you got Charlemagne, the Hammerhead. The Hammerhead is from Spain. He kicked the Muslims out of Spain, so he was a Hammerhead. I guess that's kind of cool. That's a cool name. 70? Could have swore we'd be back farther than that now. 69, 68, was that the Democratic Convention? Big mess. 68, it would have been 68, 69. 70, so 80, no, it was 80, so 80, 72, 68, it would have been 68. 69. Haha, 69. Normally you're angry in the beginning and then you calm down as you go down. Man, you're either already tired or... This is going to be different because normally it starts out good and then it gets worse. What if it's just bad from the beginning and then it never gets better? That'd be, ooh, 68. 67. Yeah, I should probably read a book. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe learn about Nixon. He's kind of cool. Kissinger. He's kind of cool. What the fuck was that? Pick up the pistol. I don't want it, mister. Pick up the pistol. Disclaimer, I have not done any drugs. I have a notebook, a bottle of water, keys, and my wallet on me. So if, the only way the cop's going to catch me is if they plant something on me or they fuck me up, that way. They can't get me legally, but they could get me illegally. So I got to worry about that. I think there was Alex Jones got interviewed by that fucking blonde lady from Fox. And he brought his own little interview thing. He was like, I don't want you taking on me out of context. I think that's the future of this world. You're going to have to carry a camera around at all times. I don't want to call Alex Jones a sane person, but that was kind of sane, actually, because, you're surrounded by sociopaths. I'm telling you, man, these people are sociopaths. They say all cops are bastards. I think it's all people are bastards, but, I agree with the sentiment. Cops are bastards, but all people are actually bastards. So you got to expand your horizons, Stop thinking so small. You got to think big. 8 billion people in this world. They're pretty much all bastards. I'm not here to discriminate. I'm not here to tell you, cops are bad. I'm here to tell you 8 billion, 9 billion people, man. There's if you believe in evolution, all human beings came from Africa, and there's an old racist statement that goes, around blacks never relax. And there's like 8 or 9 billion black people in this world, I'll tell you. Around blacks never relax. What is this, 61? Who is that? Was that Johnson? 64, 60? Shit, I always forget this part. What is it? Is it 60 to 64, 64 to 68, 72, 80, 80 to 88? Okay, so 60 to 64, so we're at 61. We're in Kennedy. I think Kennedy got killed in 63, so Kennedy got killed back there somewhere. He blew his own brains out, of course. He didn't actually... It was not Oswald. It was JFK had a pistol. He shot his own head off. They aren't going to tell you that, but I'll tell you the truth, man. He shot his own head off, and they had to cover it up. They're like, we can't have the president blowing his own head off. But so they found that Patsy Oswald, and they framed him for the suicide. So same thing with Lincoln. Lincoln blew his own head off, but they blamed it on that fucking crisis actor, Booth. He was a crisis actor. Booth? I did not kill him, he killed himself. And then he jumped out of the... He knew that they were going to blame him, so he jumped off the balcony. He broke his leg. He jumped off a... What are those seats? The Muppets had the seats where the old... Curjudgeons, the old people, were sitting in those booths above the, he was like that. And then he's like, oh shit, they're gonna frame me for this. So he jumped off, broke his leg, and Mm-hmm. 57? What is that, Eisenhower? 52 to 48 would be Truman. Truman would also be before that because he took over FDR's. FDR died before Hitler, so Hitler outlived FDR. That's kind of sad. Even in the end, Hitler had hope. He was like, FDR died. I'm gonna pull this one out. It was like the last year of the war, the last month or two of the war, probably 3 months maybe. I don't know when FDR died. February, March, April, somewhere in there. When did Hitler die on April 20th? I have to go look that up. But he was like, yes, we're gonna pull this one out. He didn't. It didn't work for him. But whatever. and Hitler saw the pictures of, he heard about what happened to Mussolini. You gotta be careful of the mob. The mob loves you one day, and then the next day, they hang you by a whatever, a pole, and they beat the shit out of fucking Mussolini, and they Gaddafi'd him. They Gaddafi'd Mussolini. Poor Mussolini. Poor Hitler. Poor, pour it out for my homies. 8 billion people. You're all Hitler, so I'm pouring it out for all of you, not just Hitler. I'm not being pro-Hitler. You gotta, if you're gonna pour it out for somebody, you gotta pour it out for everybody. Love thy neighbor as thyself. That's the old Christian motto. I don't know. I never understood Christianity. I'll tell you, that shit makes no fucking sense to me. Love thy neighbor as thyself. What? There's a big problem with that one. There's a big problem in Christianity with that one. You're assuming people love that. I've interacted with a lot of people in this world. I'm not seeing a lot of self-love in this world. So if you're ever like, when people are like, Christianity will solve everything. Hey, look, I've met a ton of people who don't like themselves. So, Christianity only really works if people love themselves. And statistically, I'm seeing a lot of self-hatred in this world. I'm seeing a lot of people filled with self-hatred. So, if people love themselves, Christianity might work. If they, but, I got another Christian joke too. I guess I can tie it in there. I'm not a Christian, so I'm not gonna tell you what's right or wrong about it, but I can say what I always saw in Christianity that always kind of bothered me a little bit is, if you know what Munchausen by proxy is, that's where these crazy bitches will put like plastic over a baby's nostrils or their mouth, or they'll poison their little baby. And you got in Christianity, you have original sin. You have the whole concept of like a tree in a garden or something. You wouldn't stick a loaded gun in a baby cradle, would you? I don't know, maybe. If your gun's right. If your gun right. With Charlton Heston, I think even Charlton Heston would not stick a loaded gun in a baby's crib, right? But that's. And then you have your God character going around going, my child is sick, my child is sick, it has original sin. Hey dude, you poisoned the baby, and I see the fucking clear plastic in your hand. This is not healthy, Mr. God. So, oh yeah, kamikaze. So I don't know, that's it was a mediocre tie-in. I mean, you did write that joke down, but I don't know. When I was doing it earlier, I was angry, and that just came off as mediocre. I don't know, man. It's not cool. Not cool. You got the other one too. You had the one about, here's another terrible joke I wrote. It's I was thinking of I was gonna start killing hookers and whores, because a lot of serial killers kill whores. But I'm always terrified that I'll walk by a mirror and then I'll end up stabbing myself, because I'll be like, that fucking whore. Hey, I don't like whores. You see yourself in the mirror and because you're stabbing whores. It's okay. No one has a fucking clue what I'm talking about here. That's not funny. Now I'm just gonna get blamed for all the whore deaths in Florence, which is not my goal, but you sort of walked into it. You didn't do the joke that well. The premise of the joke is, if you're going to be a serial killer, kill whores. There was a guy in Baltimore, he killed like 80 whores, but they were like black ladies, and they were like overweight and ugly. If you're going to kill people, kill the black ugly whores, I guess. Don't go to like Indian Springs or fucking Cypress Creek or, any of the nice neighborhoods. So, and then you can maybe get away with it a little better. But then, my joke was that, I'd be walking by a mirror and then I'd be like, there's a whore! And then I'd stab myself. So that was the joke for me, but... Just so we understand each other. I have not killed any whores. I do not plan on killing any whores. It's just a whore killing joke, because killing whores is always funny, you know. Very discriminated against group. You know, it's easy to be a predator on them, I guess. Okay, what do you got next? You write something else down? I don't remember. You thought they were good jokes, and they're just mediocre, man. They're just mediocre. Terrible. 7 brew. Ugh. Strobe, popsicle, that's not funny. Gnashing of teeth. That was about pizza parties. Did I do that one? I don't know. It was pizza party, gnashing of teeth. Iris. I just wrote that down because I didn't even know her name. It was I was always calling her. It was Jodie Foster. Was named Iris in Taxi Driver. I watched some British fella. Collaborative learning. Huh. Whatever. One flaw. Munchausen did that. Bean Pause did that. I've met you before. I don't know. That's from the master. You know. I've met you before. We were in a French siege. You got bundles of sticks everywhere. Horror, murder. KOK. And you wrote down. I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing really that good. This is only gonna be like a 2-hour walk. Shit, I'm out of ideas. $14.41. There you go. December 7th, 1941. Is it 7th? See, there's some fucking liars right there. You got, look at that, those sociopaths leaving that open sign on, even though they know they're not open. Fucking sociopath. That's not that funny. And I'm hungry. I need to eat something, man. Yeah, it's gonna be like a 2-hour. Cause I got hunger and I'm 40? 40. Okay. Out of jokes now, damn it. I'm hungry. Yeah, I guess I'll turn here. Get the fuck. This is gonna be like an hour walk. Fuck. Maybe it's better to do shorter shit. Pine cone? Are you a pine cone? Ah, pine cone. 39. Not 63, 39. Chipotle. They serve burritos with peppers, I guess, because they have a pepper to the left. Why is it a pepper? Shouldn't it be a burrito? December 7th, 1492. Okay, no, that doesn't work. You just change the year to different years. December 7th, 1836. 49, 86, 22, 16. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. I guess, I don't know the lyrics of that. Shit, I don't know the lyrics of that. Hit or miss. I guess you never miss. Yeah, I'm out of ideas. Shit. Go biking to the gym. It's not the physical energy. I just don't have the mental energy. Go biking. Go to the gym. Go biking. Play Hoi 4. Build some super battleships. Yamato. Bimby? What do they make? Is that a bread? What is fucking bimby? Bimby? I'm gonna have to look that up now. You want to do like you want to try and short it? You short it by doing that to that to that. And how much do you want to cut this thing and off? Texas takeout. Did you say takeout? Texas toast. Texas steak. There's some Texas place you get a 5-pound steak. You can eat it. You can get it for free. 5 times 16 is 50 plus 30. 50 plus 30, so like an 80-ounce steak. Man, I want an 80-ounce steak for some reason. I just cut it up into like 4 pieces and eat it a pound at a time, but it's still like a 5-pound steak. I wonder what cut it is. It's probably not that good of a cut. It's probably, the cut is, because 5-pounder ribeye would be pretty good because it'd be easy to eat, but, is there some flank steak in there? Is there some, some of the shittier steaks? The harder to eat steaks? 5 pounds of flank steak. Can you eat 5 pounds of flank steak? Holy, I don't know. I've never had flank. I mean, I know it's not as good of a steak. I said, is it that chewy? How chewy is it? Can you get it? Is it soft like? Can you get it soft like ribeye? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, laundry workers, housekeeping. Do 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 do. Someone hit that? With a car, with a branch? Is it paper? Or is it metal? I think it's metal. Looks metally. Yeah, someone fucked that up. A car? A branch? A tornado? Heavy wind? What are you? Marinara sauce? Is that the moon? Do you say hi to the moon? I'll have to look at it later. Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. He's a policeman. He chases, he's got one of them British hats. He chases, cockroaches? Rats? Chases rats and cockroaches and... Hey there, fella, you got a baton and a mustache, and you got a registered trademark thing and a sheriff's badge. Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. They also cook. They sell these black bars there. There's these black delicious protein bars they sell. Really? That's not true. He's making that up. That's not true. So for legal reasons, that is not true. They do not sell black protein bars. That are made out of cockroaches that are ground up. Steel Reserve. Oh yeah, there you go. Steel Reserve. The best of all beers. Because it's cheap. Very cheap. Used to be able to get a 12 pack under $6. It was like $5.50. That was back in the 2007 or something. 2008, you could get a 12 pack for $5.50. Get fucked up pretty good off that. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when you could get fucked up for $5.50. Bravo Properties. They got a propeller uptown. That thing's turning on. Oh no, did it break? Did you break white neon sign? That sucks. Lightning. Uh-oh. There's some light. Yeah, I'm turning back. You ate a 6-pack of corn dogs. Corn dogs are pretty tasty. I like corn dogs. Go look at the movies. What movies are playing? Make fun of the movies. There's a movie called Jumanji 10. There's a movie called, I don't know what video game. Fortnite 7. I don't know. What are you? What is this? It's a weird looking face. What's going on with your face? From this to this. And which one's better? I can't really tell which one's better. One's darker. Huh. I don't know, I guess. They're, I don't know, I can't tell. One's darker? Maybe I need the light on to tell. You idiot, it's clearly the right one is better. The right one, yeah, the right one. It was the right one that was better. The left one was like 10 times worse than the right one. Doy. If I only had a brain. If I only had a brain. I'd be able to tell which one was better. So it was the right one, dummy. The spa, I think it gave him a tan. Like, she was more tanned on the right? What they need to do is they need to have like two completely different people, like an 80-year-old and then like a 18-year-old before, after. Then it'd be more, I know which side to be like, yes, definitely. Definitely. On the one side, she's wearing overalls. On the other side, she's wearing a bodycon dress. Same person, and she's got a ponytail. You know, ponytail, and then on the other side, her hair is undone. That's a stolen joke. That's from not another teen movie, but whatever. You people don't know that. You don't know how. I'm just stealing stuff here. I'm not even coming up with my own shit. If I only had a brain. Smoke shop? Snoke shop. They sell Snoke. Yeah, there's some lightning. Snoke shop. They sell Snokes. Was it ever found out what was that story of that Snoke fella? Who was that Snoke fella? Did they ever figure that one out? Good old Snoke. Real estate. Real estate. Photography. There's an oasis. I'm in the desert and there's an oasis of day spa. Sign up, shop. Welcome to Florence Snoke shop. Battleships, destroyers. I got another here. Complete aesthetics care. Sassy and classy. Sassy and slutty. Sassy and pretentious. Sassy and I don't know what other. I don't know. It rhymes. I think that's why they went with sassy and classy. Sassy and lassie. It's a place for like dog shit. Sassy lassie. The Market House. It's a house of markets. Subway. Eat fresh. This part of the walk is brought to you by Subway. Subway. I wouldn't mind it. That'd be pretty tasty. Parmesan bread or something. I mean, to be fair, I haven't eaten at Subway in a long time, but they had like the breads and shit and cookies, potato chips. You know, with the price of like hard drives and cameras, it probably isn't a bad idea for your average human being to, you know, mic up, camera up, 24/7, baby. You know, ride or die, baby. Whatever that, I don't know what that means. What does ride or die mean? 24/7, Google glasses. Is that, you know, you gotta have your little Vegeta scouter. That's gonna happen in the next 10 or 20 years. You know, you'll have reality. You'll have your memory will be enhanced with camera additions. You'll be able to, you know, document your reality better. Probably, I don't know. The balance doctor. He's a balance doctor. He helps you do cool tricks like you know, here's the guy putting his leg up. Would you like to do some cool balance shit? Let me see this again. What are you doing? What sort of cool tricks are you doing there, buddy? You're lifting weights. You're doing some sort of gymnast thing. You're doing basketball. He's a doctor of balance. The unbalanced doctor? I got nothing here. Corn dogs. What do you got to eat? Pizza? You got some pizzas in there, right? Da 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 da. What song is that? Saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills with a landslide. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? You just gotta do it. Didn't she do? She just did a lot of coke, right? It's not a good song. Royal Cola. The cola of royalists? I'm here to teach you about the realities. It's all just you know, a random walk around. There's nothing really going on, so nothing here, nothing really happening. It kinda rained a little bit earlier and I saw some lightning in the sky. And then my ideas did not pan out, so now I'm walking back. White truck, apartments, light, trees, pine trees. Get your bike out. Get your bike around the city. Because it's not that I have the physical energy. I just don't have the mental energy. It's like, you kind of feel bored. Like, You know, and with a bike, it would be like fast. I could be like, get some adrenaline, you know, some wind in my hair, on my face, in my, I don't know, something. What time is it anyway? You'll be done at like 1:30, 1:45. You're walking so fucking slow too. Google Glasses. I never did check. I need to look. Do the cops have those video cameras on their vests? You know, the cop cameras. I like those things actually. I think I wouldn't want to be a cop without one of them. I wouldn't want to do any job without a cop camera. At this point in my life, you know, I'll tell you, you can only make it in this world if you have one of them cameras on your chest. Otherwise, you're gonna get fucked. Gotta protect that neck, you know. All these people know jujitsu. They'll try and touch your fucking neck. We're gonna get some fucking adrenaline. Get some of that shit. I can snort some adrenaline. I bet that makes you feel pretty alive. It's a pretty good drug to do. Adrenochrome. Clyde, hey there, Clyde. Ron Tyler. The man. Moving Florence forward. Are you tired of seeing people walk around at 2 o'clock at night? Ron Tyler's going to move this city forward. He'll make those people disappear. I think you should vote for him. He'll clean this city up. What is it, 3 o'clock? 3:15. Wow, those are very skinny, thin trees silhouetted against. Can you even see that? I can't even tell. 5, 10, 20, 30 years from now, I'll be burning in hell and I'll be like, man, remember those good old days when you walked around? It was calm. You could look at the trees. You know, I'll be gnashing teeth. And I'll be, I'll miss this. I'll probably miss this a little bit when I'm gnashing my teeth. That would be pretty funny. Hey, what are you? No parking this side of street. No parking on this side of the street, eh? Yeah, people kind of go fast on this one. They'll get 45, 50, 45 maybe. I don't know. You should probably only go 35. Cloyd. How many Tylers are there that are like famous? I think of Ron Jeremy, but then it's not Ron. I keep thinking of, when I look at that, I think of something else, like Ron Tyler, Ron, Don. I don't know, but I think of something. I wonder what these normal people are doing. I mean, besides sleeping, I mean, like, I wonder how their brains work. I wonder how these people's brains work. I'm gonna be like one of them. What was that bug from Starship Troopers that eat people's brains? I need to eat me some brains. There's gonna be like a dead body found with like someone's missing their brain. They're gonna blame it on me now. Shit. I just wanted to eat me some brains so I could understand how you people think. Yep, you're definitely going to jail now. Fuck. A local man arrested for eating brains. I don't think you can eat brains and like understand people's thoughts. It's too bad. That'd be kind of cool if you could. I slurp it through their nose. Brains. Give me brains. That's a zombie joke? Why do zombies want to eat brains? I think they're just hungry for human flesh. Or do they want the brains or do they want the whole body? Hey, how's it going? What is it, like 3:15? Early bird gets the worm. $3:20. Wow, he's up early. Is it? When is it? It's, I guess, after 1, or when is it? It's the next day morning. I guess, I don't know. It's at like 1 o'clock. You'd still call it kind of midnight-ish. You could still go to bed at like 1. 2, you're kind of getting into that. 3. I mean, I was once working I worked a 6 to 2 job. Once went to bed at like 3. I got like 2 hours of sleep. That was a terrible day. Holy shit, that was a terrible day. 2 hours of sleep. Because I'd have to get up at 5. Oh my God, that was like one of the worst days ever. Trying to work on 2 hours of sleep. Don't recommend it. You want to get to bed, you want to get 4 or 5 hours. As long as I went to bed at like midnight or 1, I was okay. 2, I could make it with 2. 3, that was when it started fucking with me. Oh man, that was a terrible day. That was terrible. It was like break time, and I took like a 10-minute nap. Then I did feel a little better after the 10-minute nap, but God, that was fucking horrible. Do you have that? Did you do that parrot thing? Did you usually repeat what he said? I don't even. Shit, I think you just repeated what he said. Damn it! I got repeated disease. Normally that's a good trick for getting through it. Just repeat whatever they say back to you. Just like, yes, yes. You ate the brains of that person. Yes. No, I didn't eat the brains of the dead person who's missing their brains, or the dead horse. Damn it. Now I'm going to get blamed for all the dead horse and all the sucked out brains. You don't want to tell people you don't want to tell them. You got to keep that shit to yourself, man. You got to. They're so tasty. You eat the brain, and then you get to know you get to eat their memories. It's like capturing someone's hard drive. You get to look at their hard drive. It's a hard drive analogy. You're comparing brains to hard drives now. He or she was sleeping. I went over. I hijacked. I took their hard drive out of their head. Okay, come on, buddy. What if it really was like a case in Florence of like that? Like, now we have evidence. We know who did it. And I was just making shit up. Damn it. Please ring. What was that one with the lady? The writer lady? She would cross her legs and show her pussy. What was that? It was a 90s Basic Instinct. Not Alicia Silverstone. What the fuck was her name? Michelle Eubanks. Her name was Michelle. It was not Michelle. Who fucking crossed her leg and had the guy from the Jurassic Park? Newman. And Newman was like sweating. Oh my God. Oh yeah, show me that. What was her name? Spaghetti. Her name was Spaghetti? Her name is not Spaghetti. She had blonde hair. She's probably not Italian. Should have looked that up, because she's also in Casino. You were talking about pit bosses. She was married to that one fella in that one movie. Dunbrook and Coyd. Still Coyd, because you're still walking on Coyd, so it's... I got a case of the Cloyds. Alicia Silverstone. She was clueless, right? And then What the fuck was her name? Top of the morning to you. You could try to do funny voices. That would make you. That'd amuse me. Top of the morning to you, Missa. Missa, how you doing? How you doing, Missa? I keep seeing a light, and I think it's a car, but it's that light right there. It keeps like lighting me in the extreme case of subjectivity is extreme subjectivity. Ah, my back. Ow. Alicia Silverstone. Who the fuck is her name? Who is in Basic Instinct? Chat GPT self. You know, you have a chat. It's a chat GPT, but it's only in my head. It's not. I can't access the internet, so I gotta try and figure out what that fucking lady's name was. Processing. Oh, squiggly lines that move through my eye. What do you mean, little squiggly lines? He's doing a Family Guy joke, but unironically. You know, like, really, what is up with those squiggly lines? What was the name of that lady from Basic Instinct who crossed her legs, showing her vag? These questions are so important that they must be answered. I keep wanting to say Alicia, so it's not her. She's the coolest lady. She's like 40 or 50 now. She's got to be old. She was probably like 30 when she did Basic. 20, 30? I don't know. It's like a 90s movie, so. She old. Do. Changing lights. Truck. Fart. Really? Yeah, you should have looked that up. You should have Googled that. Because I remember you asked that earlier today. The case of the lady from Casino / Basic. It's a boxcar children book. In this one, they just have to Google. It's a very short book. It's like a pamphlet. The case of the. Google the name. Do. When it rains, it pours. When it pours, it rains. Knowledge speaks, wisdom listens. Knowledge speaks. I'm going to think about this for a second. I'm going to try and meditate on this. What did it say? I forgot what it said. I wasn't listening. I guess it's hoi for or go to the gym. I don't know. Hoi for or go to the gym or bike. What the fuck are you? Where does that go? It's like a gas thing. It was not me, it was already broke. Oh yeah, there it's raining a little bit. Got some raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. It's not. Is it gonna rain? That doesn't matter. Do 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 do. Who is the lady who crossed her leg, showing her badge? Show that badge. Oh yeah, you gonna jog this now? Fuck no, I'm gonna walk it, fuck it. God damn it. It rained on, motherfucker. What's up with these fucking rains on this mother? He's trying to do snakes on a plane, but with rain? I don't think that works. I'm tired of this motherfucking rain on this motherfucking plane. Nope. It's a snakes on a plane. It's not rains on a plane. Also, I don't think it can rain inside of a plane. It's probably not good if it can rain inside of a plane. Planes are pretty well designed. They're designed to have like I think it's 3 or 4 or 10 times more. It's probably like 4 times more stress than they have to be able to put through. They design them pretty well, so. Yeah, there's some lightning. Yeah, I'm smart. I'm glad you turned around there, little buddy. You looked out for you. You looked out for yourself. Good job, buddy. High five. Good job. What time is it? Almost 4. 3:30. So you got 130, 127. Yeah, 140, 125, 135 maybe. You walked kind of slow. That was. You kind of fluffed it out there. He's a fluffer. He's a fluffer. Red door. Is there a 70s song about red doors? Something about Alice in Wonderland or something? One pill makes you bigger. There's some weird lighting going on over there. What the fuck are you doing? One pill makes you bigger. One pill makes you small. What's up with this fucking rain on this fucking plane? I guess is there some food? Can make oatmeal, I guess. Always good. Oatmeal. Wah, wah, wah. That's boring. I thought it was gonna be something cool. It's just a fucking natural light. Fucking bullshit. Wasting my fucking time trying to figure out what a fucking can was. It's just so fucking boring. Natural light. I mean, to be fair, is there really any can that would have, like, you know, satiated your bloodlust there? Probably not. Probably not. Don't we all? Always have to go over. Yeah, try and go over. Stick to the over. Do not go under, go over. One must go over. Not under. Over. Did you practice? You didn't practice your disappointed face. That's why you're. You didn't. You needed to do that. Practice your. Okay, now it's really kind of random. For some reason, I just thought about. Okay. Just get rained on. Just do it. Do it for the kids. I don't know. I'm doing it for the kids. I'm doing it for the kids. You know, when I first started walking, it was a little chilly. I was almost thinking of like putting a sweater on, but now I'm covered by trees, so I'm not getting rained on. What does that mean? It just means there's some trees over you. The tree branches are kind of protecting you from the water. What does that mean? What does that mean? And what does that mean? What does that mean? The guy left his door open at night. He's open? He's up? I don't know why. That's kind of stupid. Hope he's up. I hope he didn't just leave his door open. That'd be kind of stupid. There's a person in there, they had their brains slurped out tonight. I'm gonna get blamed for it. Shit. America's stupidest home criminals. Man amidst the slurping brains walks by. Yeah, there was a case of that, like the one fella. They always go back to the scene, right? It's he just admitted to it. Ha ha ha. Yeah, in like 5 or 10 years, I think the number of dogs are gonna go down a lot because like there's just gonna be like AI bots. You'll have like your AI home security. It'll just be like, what is going on? You need to wake up. You know, instead of it being like a dog that barks, it'll be because like I wonder what percentage of dog ownership is like home security and shit. Oh man. Attention, homeowner, you might want to wake up. There is a crazy person opening up your window. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, it's gonna be like 5-10 years, right? That's probably got that in certain areas. The rich already have that. Attention, Bill Gates, there is an intruder on your 1,000 acres. He is looking very suspiciously on the side of the street. Attention, Jeff Bezos. I guess I didn't have as many ideas as I thought I'd have. Well, that sucked. And he got rained on a little bit. But hey, you know, you can't win them all. Sometimes you gotta lose a couple to win a couple. 10 steps back, 1 step. 100 steps back, 1,000 steps backwards. 10 million steps backwards. 1 step forwards. There's a big gap between insanity and genius. There's a pretty big gap. They say that there's not a big gap, but it's a pretty big gap. Let me be honest with you, okay? They tell you that, but it's actually a pretty big fucking gap. Well, I guess that's the end of this. So, I liked it. I don't think anyone else would, but I think even Skynet's gonna kind of rank this one kind of low. I don't know. Poor Skynet. Poor Skynet. Poor H dog. Poor. Poor. Poor horse. Blame it on the horse, man. Blame it on the horse. See you. Good enough. 136.